Ashes and Embers. Book 1, When the Smoke Clears. The war is over, but the real story begins now. Harry and Draco, drawn together by fate, find love, redemption, and a new legacy in raising Remus Lupin's son. This is a tale of healing, fire, and the magic of found family. Chapter 4, The Vault and the Vow. Underscore 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 underscore. Gringotts looked just as cold and unwelcoming as Harry remembered. White marble. Goblin-crafted spires. Armed guards flanking the massive bronze doors. But now, instead of fear and rebellion in his chest, he walked through them with Teddy on his hip and Draco at his side, the morning light catching in both their eyes. "I still can't believe they let you back in," Draco muttered as they entered the grand hall. "I apologized," Harry whispered. Draco gave him a skeptical glance. "You apologized after blowing a hole in their floor?" "I said I was sorry," Harry defended. "And I returned the dragon." They approached the central desk, where a goblin in fine robes peered down at them through spectacles. "Name?" he rasped. "Harry Potter." "I have an appointment with Griphook." The goblin's eyes narrowed. "Follow." They were led through side corridors, quiet, less polished, lined with ancient tapestries and torchlight. Teddy squirmed, then calmed as Draco reached out and gently stroked the back of his head. The goblin stopped at an iron door and tapped it once with a curved claw. It swung open on silent hinges. Inside sat Griphook. He looked older. Thinner. Worn from a job that had likely never stopped demanding his loyalty. His eyes, however, were still sharp. "Potter," he said without looking up from a stack of parchment. "And company." Draco inclined his head stiffly. "Malfoy." Griphook made a noise that might have been amusement. "I asked you here because Teddy Lupin's vaults require designation of magical guardianship. As you are not his biological parent, Mr. Potter, and his grandmother has formally relinquished primary custody, legal and magical claims must be established." Harry nodded. "What do I need to do?" "Sign a vow of custodial intent," Griphook replied, sliding a silver parchment across the desk. "Once signed, a binding is formed between your magic and the child's inheritance. You may not abuse, abandon, or exploit him. Should you fail in those duties, the vow will exact consequences." Harry glanced at Draco. "I'm doing it." Draco studied the parchment. "What about me?" Griphook's eyes lifted. "You're not blood. Nor have you been named. But if you intend to share guardianship—" "I do," Draco said before Harry could answer. There was a pause. Griphook considered him. "Then you will need to sign as well. The vow can be shared." Draco hesitated. Only for a second. Then he took the quill. The magic shimmered as each of them pressed their names into the silver script. Harry James Potter. Draco Lucius Malfoy. Teddy giggled as the parchment lit up in soft blue, his little fingers glowing briefly as the magic recognized his bond to them. No blood. No name. But connection. A family. "Very well," Griphook said, nodding. "It is done. His vaults are accessible by either of you. You'll find the key inscribed with both initials. Potter. Malfoy." Draco blinked. "Did you just say we share a vault?" Griphook smirked. "Congratulations." Underscore 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 underscore. They left Gringotts into a surprisingly bright Diagon alley. The shops were busier than expected, children chasing elf feathers, witches haggling over potions, life returning to a street that had known too much darkness. "Do you realize what we just did?" Draco asked as they stopped in front of Flourish and Blots. "Yeah," Harry said. "We became a family. Officially." "No, Potter," Draco said dryly. "We signed a magically binding co-parenting contract and now share financial access. That's practically a wizarding marriage." Harry choked on his laugh. "Well, if we ever break up, I'm taking custody of the cinnamon rolls." Draco smirked. "You wish." They bought Teddy a book of magical picture stories and stopped for ice cream at Florian's rebuilt shop. Teddy smeared chocolate all over Draco's robes, which he accepted with the resigned dignity of someone who had been slimed 4 times that week already. Harry watched them, this strange, sweet, stitched-together pair, and felt something shift inside his chest. Not just fondness. Not just warmth. Love. It was quiet, but there. Constant. The kind of love that grew between moments, burnt breakfasts, midnight feedings, tired arguments, and soft forgiveness. It was the kind you chose, again and again. Underscore 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 underscore. That night, after Teddy had fallen asleep curled up with a stuffed phoenix, Draco stood at the window, moonlight slanting across his cheekbones. Harry stepped beside him. "You okay?" Draco nodded slowly. "Just thinking." "About?" Draco didn't turn. "My mother sent a letter." Harry stilled. "What did she say?" "That I've embarrassed the family. That raising a werewolf's child and sharing a roof with you makes me a traitor to my bloodline." Harry's jaw tensed. "I'm sorry." Draco finally looked at him. "Don't be. For once, I think I'm proud of being a disappointment." Harry smiled, stepping closer. Their shoulders brushed. Neither moved away. "You're not just doing this out of guilt, are you?" Draco asked softly. Harry shook his head. "No." "Good," Draco whispered. "Because neither am I." There, in the quiet, under the ghost of Sirius's house and the weight of their choices, something unspoken passed between them. Not fireworks. Not declarations. Just yes. Just this. Just home. Underscore 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 underscore. End of chapter 4.